Late, but just wanted to put this out. 103. Okay, so these are some ways that you can distinguish between beauty and attractiveness in women. Beauty is not an SMV value for men. SMV is sexual marketplace value, but it's not a variable for men as it is for women. It's not one of the top 5 variables. For females, beauty is on the top of the list. Okay, physical attractiveness and beauty usually are interchangeable. So anyway, I'm going to talk about the difference between beauty and attractiveness in women and how to tell if you exhibit those qualities or if you want to enhance or build on them. Like I said, beauty is not an SMV quality for men. It just isn't. Excuse me, not in the top 5. Definitely not in the top 5. There are other things that are important. Physical attractiveness for men is not what brings home the bacon. It does not validate 1122 angel numbers, master numbers. So let's get right into it. Beauty, first of all, from the apex human understanding and from the geopolitical Christian perspective, all women, all women, all women, every single woman, XY chromosome and genitalia to match is beautiful. Period. Hands down. There's no debate about it. Every single woman is beautiful. We do distinguish women from females. Okay? Woman is an honorary title. It's a venerable title, really. It's something that a young female who's like a little girl and then a young lady and then she becomes a woman at some point when she reaches adulthood. But it's something that she's really actually demonstrated. So being a woman doesn't just mean you only have the 2 qualifying characteristics, XY chromosomes, genitalia to match, but it also means that you have incorporated the core qualities of what beauty entails. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to learn the difference between beauty and attractiveness and why it matters. From the apex human perspective, any woman, all women are beautiful. Period. Hands down, all women. But we do not consider every single adult female to be a woman. Obviously, not every female is a woman. Anybody who has half a brain knows that, because little girls are not women; they're little girls, right? So you already know there's a distinction between female and woman. Woman is an honorary and special title. It is something that you're just not automatically a woman because you have XY chromosomes and genitalia to match. You have to demonstrate certain qualities. Like, you cannot call any adult male a man. An adult male that just wants to jump and hump everything that moves, that's not a man, okay? That's just an adult male, all right? So he has excuse me, say XX chromosome. I'm tired, y'all. XX chromosomes and genitalia to match. Men are the XY. All right. All this non-binary talk has got me all confused. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. Just, you know what I mean, right? All right. There's someone in the chat here. Let's see if they're worth talking to. It's Third. Yo, what are you talking about? Thank you, Third, for joining. You are worth talking to. Third, we're talking about the difference between beauty and attractiveness in women. Or excuse me, yeah, in women. All women are beautiful. But we have to first understand that we're going to talk about why all women are actually beautiful. The difference between attractiveness and beauty and why it matters for Apex Human Awakening and for the Geopolitical Christian Movement. So first of all, beauty is a holistic measure. Every single woman, by the way, women and adult females are not the same thing. Like I said, like, an adult female is not a woman. If she lacks grace, if she lacks integrity, if she lacks strength, if she lacks courage, intelligence, kindness, sophistication, an inspiring and charming presence, she's not a woman. If she's a crass, uh, hateful, resentful, busted up, crazy female, she's just an adult female. That's not a woman. That's not someone that you're going to commit your life and time to if you're a son of the Most High. You have to marry a woman, okay? And a woman is a woman is a woman, and all women, according to the Apex Human perspective and Geopolitical Christianity, are beautiful, hands down, because they have these qualities. To be a woman doesn't mean that uh, to be a woman, it's you have to grow into that. You have to actually earn that title. You don't just wake up one day and you're a woman. You have to earn that title. So just like being a man, you have to earn that title. It takes time. So anyway, in this, yeah, so that's beauty. So beauty is a holistic thing. It's physical and spiritual. All right. It's deeply related, like I said, to grace, to strength, integrity, intelligence, kindness, inspiring presence, all of these things. Look at Esther in the Bible. She is the epitome of beauty. She's the epitome of beauty. She had strength. She had courage. She had integrity. She wasn't just mouthing off and going crazy, right? She used her feminine prowess and power to manipulate the situation to her advantage and to God's glory. Okay, so that's what made her a woman. And there are lots of women I can give you examples. There's Estelle Richter, who I absolutely love. Oh, she's an amazing woman. And by the way, all the women I'm going to mention are married, are taken. Big quotes. They are taken, like they're committed to men. Estelle Richter, Candace Owens, Donald Trump's eldest daughter. I'm sorry, I forget her name. Ivanka Trump. Um, oh goodness, there's so many women that are great examples of women. Like they're actually fully fledged women, and you can see they're beautiful, but they're also attractive. So let's get into attractiveness. What is attractiveness? Attractiveness is an objective measure, and it is built upon social preferences. You take any woman, and we're talking about women now. We're going to forget about adult females because they're not important to this discussion, this part of the discussion. You take any woman and you put them in front of 10 or 100 men, and the amount of men who will objectively say this woman is attractive is what determines the SMV, okay? And so attractiveness. And so attractiveness is often evolutionarily based. It's like a woman's physical makeup, and we've got A Pumpkin. Welcome, A Pumpkin. A woman's physical makeup, often it's a genetic lottery with attractiveness. Like I said, beauty across the board, all women are beautiful. All women are beautiful, hands down. But attractiveness is a little more rare. Not every woman is attractive. Not every woman has the physical characteristics that determine attractiveness. And I'll step back and include females in this because there are lots of adult females that are extremely attractive. On the SMV or sexual marketplace value, their numbers are 10 or 30, meaning they are exceptionally attractive to 90% of men or more, 99% of men or more, meaning it's obviously straight men. Gay men aren't going to give a rat's ass. But so when they're put in front of like 100 men, like a photo is shown, you know, over 90% will say, yeah, they're attractive women. And they will say, yes, this is a physically attractive woman. So you can have an adult female that is physically attractive, and I've encountered many of them uh, that absolutely don't have grace, they don't have strength, they lack integrity. They're absolutely not beautiful. They're unbeautiful. They're ugly, but they're physically attractive. And I actually interacted with one today, and it wasn't a big deal. She was obviously physically attractive, petite, blonde, physically attractive in all the measures. She had way too much makeup and long eyelashes, fake eyelashes. I don't know why women do that. Anyway, or females do that. But her demeanor was one of a certain kind of resentful entitlement that a lot of modern women have, especially attractive modern women, because they've been taught that their physical attractiveness matters when it really doesn't. If you're physically attractive, you make a great harlot. You're probably going to make a bunch of money. But physical attractiveness has nothing to do with being a contributing member of society. There are lots of physically attractive women that I can pay to go to a party, and all they are is scenery. All they are is art, literally. That's the only reason they're there, is to make the place look pretty. But would I ever marry one? Would I ever raise children with them? Not in a long shot. On the SMV, we'll just use the 1 to 10 scale. If I meet a 10 and have all the resources to court this 10, and she is ugly, even if she's a attractiveness of 10, meaning 9 out of 10 men or 99 men out of 100 men would want to bed her or say that she's physically or sexually attractive. Um, if I meet a 10 that's that, she's 10 physically attractive, I would drop her in a heartbeat for a 6 that is beautiful. Because a 6 that is beautiful is going to help me to build an empire. She's going to help me to create, do my purpose. My purpose as a man is to bring children into the world. Her purpose as a woman to bring children into the world. She's going to help me do that successfully. And our children will be contributing members of society that will help with this golden age and help foster the geopolitical Christian movement and the apex human understanding. And so attractive women are not, I mean, they're beautiful and they're important and all that, because they're women, women are women. But they could have won the genetic lottery. They could be beautiful just by birth. And, they could also be young. So that doesn't have a lot of way. You want to, if you're a man of God or son of the Most High, you want to aim for a woman that's actually beautiful. Find a woman that's beautiful. It's a little bit of conversation in the chat. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Sean Willoughby says, hey, have you ever been bullied before in high school? That's irrelevant to the conversation, Sean. All right. So, like I said, that was the second portion. Attractiveness is not the measure that we use to select ideal women. And we don't call an attractive woman beautiful. A beautiful woman is beautiful inside and out. It's a holistic measure. Attractive women, like I said, are just scenery. You can literally, I can go to a college. I know specific colleges that like consistently have attractive women. And I can go there and I can speak to the right person. I can say, look, I need like 10 or 15 girls this age, 21 and up, to be at this place. And they will find them and they will be there and the party will be popping. But will any of these girls have value deeper than the looks that I see? No. And also, beauty is going to last past the 30s. A lot of females are attractive and then they hit 35 and they've gone through all these things and then they hit this thing where all of their looks go pew, and then they hit 45 and it's just like, ugh, and their beauty's not there because they didn't cultivate their femininity, they didn't cultivate grace, they didn't cultivate intelligence, strength, courage, integrity. They didn't cultivate those things, so they're useless. They're not even attractive anymore. So okay, and then so why does this matter? Well, let me first go into this. Now, if you are a woman and you're listening to a young lady or whatever, and you're concerned that you're not beautiful, first of all, work on who you are. Work on your identity. Work on building character, building your courage, being confident, being able to present yourself in circles and speak from an intelligent place. An intelligent, beautiful woman is going to go so much further than an unintelligent, attractive woman. Okay, so it's very important to work on your identity. And so you can actually enhance your attractiveness if you're already a beautiful woman, which you are. If you're an apex female, hands down, you're already beautiful. Doesn't matter what you look like, you're already beautiful. But you can enhance your attractiveness by building character, working on your grace, working on your spirit, working on the value you have to society, but also to the opposite sex. I mean, so there's that. All right. So men, I hate to say this, men determine a woman's SMV, hands down. Heterosexual men determine a woman's SMV. Okay. And that's just attractiveness. But conversely, women determine a man's SMV. So a man's SMV has, like, beauty's not even on the list. For men. Not in the top 5. A man's physical attractiveness is important, but a woman will kick drop a man that's a SMV 10, like a really hot looking guy, for a troll that's worth $1 billion. She will kick him in the nuts and throw him to the curb for a troll that's worth $1 billion. Okay, so yeah, duh. Or so that's just how women have kind of developed over the generations, and that's actually okay. It's nothing wrong with that. An older guy that's in his 60s that looks like a toad will get all the hot young ladies, all the attractive, non-beautiful, attractive women, but a young, attractive guy who has no prospects, no money, no ambition, still lives with his mom, will and no confidence, will get almost no women at all. So anyway, in closing, beauty and attraction or attractiveness are two different measures. And like I say, I always say all women are beautiful. Every single woman born to God, every single XX chromosome with, I said XY earlier, XX chromosome with genitalia to match, every single XX chromosome with genitalia to match is beautiful. Excuse me, that becomes a woman is beautiful because they've cultivated those qualities of integrity and all the other stuff, grace, and all that other stuff, intelligence. Great, I already talked about it. Attractiveness is a different measure. Females can be attractive, but they can be also extremely useless. And so this matters because men, we determine what kind of women get into relationships. And if you pick a woman solely on her attractiveness, you are making society ugly. You are destroying the beauty of society because you're not allowing beautiful women to have relationships, long-term relationships, LTRs. Too many men get stuck with, oh, like there's a guy whose money's not right, he's not on his purpose. Let's say he's an SMV male of like a 7, okay? He's an SMV 7. He's got a little money, he's got a little bit of progress in his life. And so he gets with an 8 and he's like, oh, this is the best I could ever get. And then he tries to shack her up, like get married to her. And then he has kids with her. She turns out to be a total fucking bitch. He's just made society uglier. What he should have done was waited, worked on himself, got himself to an SMV male 10, and gone for like a 9 or an 8 or something, or whatever, another 10. But found a woman that was actually beautiful, a woman that did cultivate herself. And a lot of men, sons of the Most High, are actually leaving the country. They're going to Eastern Bloc, they're going to Europe, they're going to not Europe, but the Eastern Bloc, former Soviet states like Georgia and all that. Ukraine and Russia. And then they're going to Asia. They're going to Latin America and to find wives because women there still cultivate grace, kindness, agreeableness, femininity, intelligence, integrity, and courage and strength. They still cultivate those things in those cultures. In the West, unfortunately, we've put way too much emphasis on attractiveness. And as a result, women think that to be valuable means that they are physically attractive. And they forget, and of course, there is an attack on physically attractive women right now, but they do forget that um, that beauty is a holistic measure and that beauty is so much better and so much more important. Women actually beautify society with their grace, with their charm, with their feminine power. And they have a spiritual understanding that men don't typically have. And because of that, society has gone to shit. I mean, look at the society in the last 100 years. That's because women put attractiveness over beauty. And men actually did that. That's something we as men did. We put attractiveness over beauty. We made a woman's attractiveness more important than her beauty. And so we picked women based on their physical attractiveness. If we were a 5 financially, socially, we could get with a 7. And so we just married her and had kids with her and got stuck with her instead of pulling back. And part of that was the fact that harlotry was removed from society. We need harlots again. Because if you have 10 harlots, you're not going to marry a 10 crazy woman, right? You're gonna marry like a 5 or a 6, whoever's on your level. You're gonna love her, and you're gonna provide for her and her kids, and she's gonna love you, and you're gonna work it out, and she's gonna respect you. Love is whatever for men, but it's really respect that men need. And the kids are gonna respect you. They're gonna respect masculine authority, and it's gonna be a more harmonious society. And that's just gonna how it's gonna be. Lazy Yukon is back. Hello, welcome back. I remember you. Yeah, me. Yes, of course. Thank you, Bravo, Bravo. All right. Bravo, Bravo said facts. And the Lazy Unicorn said, I agree at Bravo, Bravo. Lazy Unicorn, by the way, sorry for spelling your name wrong. Thanks for joining, Lazy Unicorn. I remember you. And thanks for the comment, Bravo, Bravo. Yeah, so at the end of the day, if you are a woman of God, a daughter of the Most High, and you are concerned that you are not beautiful, I am here to tell you that you are objectively beautiful. Beautiful. You're a daughter of the Most High. Continue to build your character. Continue to build on your qualities, your feminine qualities of grace, of integrity, of courage, of strength, of intelligence, of spiritual knowing. Man, I can tell you, listen, I know millionaires that want a beautiful wife. Attractiveness is a side note. They want a beautiful wife. They want a beautiful wife. They want a beautiful woman in their life. a woman that's kind, a woman that's attractive too. But attractive is net is whatever. Like for a guy who has 8, 10, 12, 8 or 10 figures, a millionaire or a billionaire. Yeah, okay. So I'm tired, y'all. I'm mixing all my numbers and X, Y's and all that. But for a guy who has millions of dollars, he can he can have sexual relations. Yeah, it's late enough. The kids aren't here. So he can have sex with just about any 10 that he wants, or 30, if you look at Patrice O'Neal's numbers, any 10 that he wants, a Hollywood 10, a New York 10, a Manhattan 10, he can do that anywhere in the world he wants. But they don't matter. He wants a beautiful woman that's going to help him to build his empire. He's looking for you. And so a lot of women, obviously, they want to be with men that are stable. And who's more stable than a financially stable guy who worked from the bottom to get to the top, and he's raised his SMV? That's what men are looking like. So build your character. Obviously, take care of your body. Obviously, eat right. Obviously, love yourself. You know, these are very important to attractiveness. But build your beauty. Build your beauty as a daughter of the Most High. And you are going to attract a man who is stable, secure, and loving as well. Because I know, you know, I know men that are in that world, and I'm telling you, look, once you get money and you're a man, especially if you get it before you get in a relationship, you blow through so many women, especially if you're heterosexual, unless you're the rare monogamy guys. It's like less than 10% of us, or maybe less than 5%. But you blow through so many tens. After a while, you're just like, ugh, like, ugh. I mean, really, you kind of just go like, okay, I've had enough. I've had enough. You want a woman that when you're next to her, your spirit just feels warm. When you're next to her, you like your spirit lifts, arises, not your little head, right? You want a woman that like when you around her, like you're like, this is my peace, man. That's what men want. So, especially high quality men. Low men that are broke and is trying and never and has low self esteem. They just want to get with a hot girl, and when they get with a hot girl, they can brag to all their friends. Who cares? So if you're a beautiful woman, a child of the daughter of the Most High, you are beautiful, hands down, hands down. You're beautiful because you're daughter of the Most High. You can build your attractiveness by building confidence, qualities, all these other things. So just remember that, and it matters. And men, please, let's stop shacking up with these Hollywood tens, you know, whatever tens. You know, if they don't have anything up here and they are cold in here, just don't treat them bad, but, you know, don't marry them, have kids with them, please. Right? All right. That's all I got to say about that. Y'all be blessed. Have a good night. And thank you for showing up, Lazy Unicorn. Thank you, Bravo Bravo, for your comments. Thank you, Pumpkin, for showing. And third, thank you for joining. And you too, Sean Willoughby. I'm not going to talk about all that stuff. We're talking about beauty and attractiveness in this video. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. Get the book, Hey God, Wake the Fuck Up. It's the best book you'll ever read outside of the Bible.